Hello everyone. So today we'll be discussing about Phantasmagoria model of communication. There are many types of model of communication and Phantasmagoria is one of them. Just like the other model of communications, this model of communication has also a component: image as a source, eyes as a channel, message as a meaning, and brain as a receiver. I know you think that this model of communication is just like the other ones, but this model is also a one-way communication. If you have more questions, please watch the rest of the video.
The Phantasmagoria model of communication follows a linear transmission of information which starts with the first component, which is the image. I am Althea and allow me to initiate the discussion of the communication process by introducing image as the source of information and the factors affecting it. So image is a crucial component since the nature of this type of communication is aided by the viewer's optical interpretation. Image as a source are affected by some visual elements. The first visual element is color. So the colors in an image is an asset to the viewer's meaning making. Colors as used in figurative speech may insinuate emotions like anger, delight, and etc. Next is rhythm or movement. This element refers to the suggestion of motion, which is commonly used for directional purposes. The third one is shape. Shape implies spatial form and is usually perceived as two-dimensional. This element is useful to guide the viewer's spatial reasoning. Last one is symbolism. Symbolism is the association of meaning to an image which is made known to society. One example is the symbol of a skull used as a pirate emblem. Now it is used as a depiction of danger or hazard.
Channel is the medium or route in which the message travels. It takes into account on how the message flows from the sender to the receiver. An example factor of a channel are the human senses like the touch, sight, hearing, smell, and taste. However, in this case, you are using your eyes for you to be able to interpret the meaning or message behind this particular image.
I am going to discuss to you the meaning of message and its factors. So, message is the content of the communication process and the main point of information. It may include verbal and non-verbal content. Verbal content such as written, spoken words, text message, and sign language. Non-verbal content includes gesture, body movement, touch, and eye contact. Message is the information conveyed from one person or group to another by words, signs, or symbols. Sender is the originator of the message in the communication process. The sender conveys the message to the receiver. So, these are the three sets of message factors. So the first one is message structure. Message structure refers to the body of the message, how the message are organized. Having a clear structure for communicating is helpful because it allows us to remember the ideas and it makes it easier for the listener to focus and follow. Next is message appeal. It refers to the underlying idea that captures the attention of a message receiver. Creating such an appeal encompasses understanding what the receiver wants or needs and what excites them. It is used to attract the attention of the receiver. And the last one is message code. Message code have symbols or words to represent other words. It replaces the word on a message so that the message will remain secret unless you know the system behind the code. Message code is used when expressing opinion in an indirect way.
The next is receiver. Receiver is the person who gets the message and tries to understand what the sender actually wants to convey, and then responds accordingly. This is also called decoding. In the communication process, the receiver is the listener, reader, or observer. The individual or group of individuals to whom a message is directed. The receiver is also called the audience or decoder.
For example, in a painting museum, there are different images. The images, there are the source, then the channel is the eye of a person, then the message is the person's insight or interpretation about the saved image, and then the receiver is the brain.
So our example is the road signs or the traffic signs, and sender is the source of the message, and it may consist sounds, words, or behaviors of communication interaction, and those are the traffic signs or the road signs, and the message itself is transmitted through a channel, and signals are adapted for transmission. The pathway or route for communication and the message provide warnings, information, and details of restrictions of the road signs, and the receiver, who is the target or recipient of the message, is the road users. So those traffic signs and road signs are one of the example of nonverbal communication, because it happens through signs, symbols, colors, gestures, body language, or any facial expressions or anything.
So, for example, in a pageant, instead of questioning the candidate by asking verbal questions, the organizer will just show the candidate a particular picture for them to describe or to state their opinions about that image. So, for the source is the picture, the channel is their brains, the message is their opinions about that picture, and the receiver is the audience and the judges.